If Jupiter is your Chara Atmakaraka or the highest degree planet in your chart, then Jupiter can make you very logical, can make a person very logical and help them decide or make decisions quickly, as Jupiter directly shows law also in a way, because Jupiter is very good at judgment or judging, and this can help a person become very logical and being able to take decisions quickly, deciding the best thing can be one of the good traits. And being a knowledgeable person, as Jupiter's influence strongly can make a person inclined or might make a person like a lot about gaining knowledge. Maybe reading books can be the thing. If Jupiter has Rahu's influence, maybe this person will gain knowledge through devices. That can also be the thing. But yeah, Jupiter will make a person very knowledgeable, as being the Charatmakaraka can make a person very wise, because they gain knowledge. They will be logical in general, and whether they become wise or whether they gain wisdom or they understand whatever the knowledge they gain, that can be seen through the conjunction or the placement or position of Jupiter. If it's well placed, if it's strong, then yes, they will be wise in general, and they can be very good advisors in general. Yeah. Coming to discipline, since Jupiter is a very strict and very strong-willed planet, so the person can be consistent, disciplined towards whatever they do, especially gaining knowledge. Reading books can be one of the very easiest things for these people, as long as Jupiter is not affected. Then it can vary a lot. Like if Jupiter is affected by Rahu, then the person may have difficulty reading books and trying to gain knowledge through books, but they can sit for hours in front of a PC or laptop and try to read through screen and gain knowledge in an unconventional way in general. So yeah, that's how things can vary, but they will have the discipline required to gain knowledge, and will be disciplined in general. They'll be respectful, they'll have good manners in general. So if they don't, and if Jupiter is the Charatmakaraka, then you can assume it is being afflicted in some or the other way, and you have to check the affliction. Yeah. And they can be good teachers. They can teach, they can mentor, they can advise, as they will possess a lot of knowledge. They can teach well, and they will be born as natural teachers. They will have some or the other way of teaching, and they will have their own style of explaining things or just teaching in general. Yeah. And Jupiter shows expansion. This is one of the very strong traits of Jupiter, as Jupiter is a planet that never stops expanding. That is one of the karakas of Jupiter. So this person, let's say they were handed over or they got a company from inheritance or something, and the company's worth was like 1 crore. These people can make the company 10 or 100 folds within let's say 20-30 years. So they will have the ability to expand anything. Now let's say if Jupiter and Rahu are together, or have any relationship being formed, just give them one single topic or one single, let's say, like word, and they'll be able to write a huge essay about it. That is how they can expand whatever they are given. I don't say they are good at starting. They're always good at expanding that has already been started. Whereas Mercury will be very good at starting things. So Jupiter can show that this person will have the ability or the things required to expand anything and make anything bigger. And they can be very righteous, they can be very respectful of elders, and they will have a general way of living will be very righteous, as long as the condition will always remain when it comes to positive, that Jupiter is not afflicted by any of the planets. Yeah. So yeah, they will be righteous, and they will have a very dharmic way of living life. Yeah, righteousness, and they can be philosophical. They can be psychological too at times. At times, if Moon's influence is positive on the Jupiter. So philosophy can be the thing for these people, as they are always into books, and they're a bit curious, not exactly as curious as Mercury people, but Jupiter will give this person the type of curiousness where they would want to understand something, and they would run behind that one particular topic or any field, anything, and gaining knowledge would be the main goal of these people. And Jupiter can show that this person will be strong physically, mentally. They'll have a very strong will in general, and it's very rare for them to have a fickle mind or constantly change things. It's very rare. And yeah, I'm telling rare because of other planets, like Moon can make a person very fickle, can constantly change things. That is one of the influences of Moon. Yeah, so Jupiter can make a person very strong in general. In almost every aspect, these people will be very strong physically, mentally. Yeah. Now coming to negative points, since they have a lot of knowledge and they believe they understand the world, this can make the person very arrogant. Now this can be very negative, because whenever let's say Jupiter is positioned in or situated in a very good house, like let's say Jupiter is exalted, most of the time what we take from that particular energy is all the negative traits of Jupiter's energy. And Jupiter, the planet itself, doesn't have any of these negative traits, but the issue is we as humans have a very difficult time trying to digest the energy that is provided by the planets. So what happens is, this knowledgeable person can be very arrogant too, and this person can be very strict especially towards children or the younger people in age, specifically in age. When the person or the people around this particular person are younger, they will be commanding, or they can be very strict, can be, yeah. And they can be unsettled, they'll have a hard time just being stable like Saturn people, because they're constantly thinking about expanding anything, and they don't like sitting in one place. That doesn't mean they'll start something or the other. They'll just try to make things bigger in general. They want to expand. Just being settled is not the thing, not the right way of living for Jupiter influenced person. Then they can be very assertive, because they will have the knowledge, or let's say they have the knowledge, and because of that they can be very nosy at times. They can preach a lot, like try to tell people what to do, and for every small thing they can become very philosophical too. So they can be the person who will preach about any small topic, and they'll tell others that this is not the way to live, this is the right thing to do, and what is right and what is wrong according to their knowledge and their understanding. So they can be assertive and preaching. And they can be very condescending towards others, especially when this is the case. They can be very rude towards people driven by Mercury or Moon, because they in general are not here to gain knowledge or read a ton of books, but from the Jupiter influenced person's point of view, they are just wasting their life, whereas they would have a completely different purpose, and a Jupiter person wouldn't really understand that. Yeah, if if a Jupiter person became a very spiritual person, then they might start understanding these things. But as long as they're just reading books and trying to understand things, trying to understand history or the patterns we can see in history, as long as they're just doing that, then they will see the Mercury influenced person or Moon influenced person very negatively and treat them very badly in general. And that is one of the very negative traits this particular position can do, or Jupiter being the highest degree planet can do. And they can care a lot about reputation and status, rank, especially the way others treat them becomes very important. They want to be respected by everyone at all times, and when they're in a way, they try to earn respect. But let's say a person doesn't respect the Jupiter influenced person, just because this person has knowledge doesn't make him a god or something. So if someone doesn't respect this person, they will start demanding respect in some or the other way, maybe use force like the people used to in previous times. In the history we can see many people, especially the ministers, using force against common people. Yeah, all these things can be seen. One of the negative things of Jupiter being the Chara Atmakaraka. Then they can be boasting. Now this can happen when, in many cases actually, this can happen when Jupiter is influenced by Sun, at times Moon too, depending on the house it is situated in. They can be very prideful of the knowledge they have. These are all the negative traits when Jupiter is the Charatmakaraka. These are the things we can develop. And some of the things we will care about from birth, like being strict, leading a strict life, and caring a lot about reputation and spreading or expansion. These things we can be born with, but if these things are in moderation, and if we only implement these things in our life, then we won't be annoying, or we won't be rude towards others. Yeah. So trying to avoid these and implementing these only will be very good. So one of the ways would be to be non-judging of others. Majority of these things happen because you are judging so much. Jupiter makes a person a natural judge, but judging others based on the way they live their life, the way they perform tasks, or the way they do their things, and telling them what to do, providing free advice to people, and all these things can be avoided just by being non-judging and not judge people all the time. Yeah, trying to be grounded, no matter how much knowledge you gain, trying to be as grounded and humble as possible, that this lifetime you were here to gain knowledge and do very little in the other things. That is the only reason you gain this much knowledge. Whereas a person influenced by Mercury, Mercury would probably travel and be adventurous and gain a completely different type of knowledge, and next time you might do the same. So this time you've come to gain knowledge. Just gain knowledge and stay humble after gaining knowledge too. Any knowledge, any field. But yeah, trying to stay grounded will be very helpful for Jupiter influenced people, and trying to be respectful, especially towards the people who are just trying to enjoy their life. Maybe that is the purpose they have come for. you never know about others, just trying to judge them for the way they are living their life, and just because they are enjoying and uh, trying to do the things that make them happy, uh, doesn't mean you can judge them directly. So trying to be respectful even to them, not just the people who are more knowledgeable or who are more wise than you. Normally Jupiter people can make this one silly mistake where they respect the people who are higher ranked, or let's say this person is a normal teacher, then they may respect the HOD of the department or the principal a lot. And let's say a new teacher joins who lacks experience, then they just could be arrogant towards the new teacher, and yeah, they can be very judging of the new teacher. So in a way they respect others when they are above in the chain, and they may disrespect the people who are below them. So trying to be respectful and being unbiased towards everyone becomes important, and having moderation or maintaining a balance in life becomes important, because always studying and trying to gain knowledge can make can tip the scales and make the people around you get annoyed. So trying to spend time with the children, or spend time with parents, and these things, just maintaining a good balance in overall will be very good for a Jupiter influenced person. You may be sacrificing some time for these things, but at the end of the day, they are the people who are going to support you when you have some issue or something, not just as a backup plan, but it is one of your duties to be there for them. So trying to be spending time with your close people, and staying away from books for some time will be very good for this person. Yeah, because knowledge is not everything in this world. So trying to maintain a balance is very good. Become a good listener. Now, since these people have knowledge and believe they are the wisest, and this can happen a lot when Jupiter's influence is on a person, and we almost always take the negative things of any planet's energy. So they will be a speaker, they will rarely listen to people, and listening can make this person open up new doors, or can make this person very creative too. So yeah, because these people are very logical. I never mentioned anything related to creativity when it comes to Jupiter people, because they're simply very rigid to be able to think outside the box. So trying to be a good listener, listen to a Mercury influenced person or Moon influenced person, and that can make this person understand things in a better way and truly become wise. And meditation is a universal remedy for almost everything, and here meditating on the things that they learn will be very good, because that will help them understand and digest the things properly and be grounded at the same time. Let's say if this person does not become prideful of being able to meditate, then that will be a good thing, because nowadays whenever I see people, they are constantly boasting about being waking up at 5 a.m. or 4:30 and meditating for half an hour, and performing something related to fitness. And these things, whenever you boast about these things, or just spread or say about these things, you are losing half of the things you gain from them. So trying to be simple, humble, grounded, and just meditate on the things you learn will be very good for Jupiter Chara Atmakaraka person. So yeah, I feel this covers everything related to Jupiter Chara Atmakaraka.